What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we need to have a look at a lot of Lorcana stuff. We need to have a good old look, so let's get rolling, shall we? I need to give a shout out, I should say, before we get going here to Mario's Gaming World. They did, or Mario's Gaming W01, they did go and tweet out some images here, sharing some of this with us, and I am very, very grateful. But first, I think we need to start off with Rarities. We didn't look at this in our Learn to Play yesterday, but I do think we need to have a look at the Rarities. And what we've got here is common, uncommon, rare, super rare, and legendary. What does this tell us? Not a huge amount, I'm going to be honest with you. But it does tell us a fair amount of information, which I do think we need to know. First of all, it thankfully means we've got common, uncommon, and rare. That's lovely. It also gives us quite important context because, as we can see here with Wayward Sorcerer Mickey Mouse, this is actually a super rare card, which is kind of interesting. And it means we can now tell them apart. Now, it's going to take a minute to get the symbols rolling, I admit, but we'll get used to it and it will be fine. It also means we've got super rare and legendary, which are two different ways of showing essentially the big bad cards, the ones we really want. Now, doesn't give us a huge amount of information because we still don't know how rare, super rare, and legendary cards are, and we've not actually seen photographs, and scans won't do for these kind of cards. We will need photographs. So there's a lot of questions still to be answered in terms of the rarities, but we do now know what they actually are. And it is worth pointing out, we have seen a legendary card. The Gantu that was previously revealed is a legendary card. We can actually see that. Most of the ones that have been officially revealed, we've not actually seen the rarity symbols on. This one we have. Gantu is a legendary card. But I want to know what the foiling looks like. And I want to know if there are alternate arts, which we assume there are because of an interview they told us earlier where they were looking at things like Evolving Skies over in Pokemon and looking at little booklets of foil patterns like you would look at a little booklet of carpet samples. So we know there's more coming here. And I wish I could give you more information. The reality is I can't, and I'm sorry. We know there's more. This is just what we know for the time being. Now, speaking of what we know for the time being, one of the really cool things that has gone and been revealed are Playmats. We know that there are at least 3 official Playmats, which are going to be launching to either with the game or very shortly thereafter. And they're going to be featuring Steamboat Mickey, Maleficent, who really does seem to be being pushed in this game, and Maui. Now, you might not know exactly the viewing habits of me and my children at home. Frankly, it'd be weird if you did. But I can assure you we've watched Moana many, 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 many times. We are Maui fans. The Maui song is maybe the most listened to song in my house, just generally. It is it's very popular, frankly, ladies and gentlemen. We are big Maui fans. So you'll better believe that I'm going to be rocking the Maui, all right? I am definitely going to be rocking the Maui. Because why would I not, ladies and gentlemen? Why would I not? We don't need official Playmats. I certainly don't need any more Playmats. I've got 1 billion Playmats for 1 billion different games. And I don't care. These are awesome. As well as Playmats, and look, we don't have the best images for everything right now, okay? I'm sorry. I wish we did. We don't. But as well as that, there have been some other products that have gone and been revealed. And we've got ourselves official sleeves featuring Elsa, Captain Hook, and Mickey. Now, you'll notice that the Captain Hook sleeves seem very much to be the artwork from the promo Captain Hook that was revealed at D23. Like, if it's not the exact... No, it's the same artwork. I'm sorry, I'm looking at it, it's the same artwork. Weirdly, there was an Elsa promo at D23 The Elsa artwork is not the same, and the Mickey again is something we've not seen. What I will say is, and I appreciate this very much indeed, we are getting packs of 65 sleeves. These are the official sleeves being released, and I adore this because this basically means that I can break 5 sleeves and I can still have a working deck. As in, I've still got enough sleeves for my deck. If I break 6 sleeves, then yes, admittedly, I'm down to 59 sleeves and I need a minimum 60. But if you break that many sleeves, just buy a new pack of sleeves. It's over. Now, one important note here is that, as I told you in the Learn to Play video, Lorcana decks are minimum 60 cards. You can play more than 60, but you only get 65 sleeves. Don't play more than 60. Take it from someone who's been playing a lot of card games for a very long time. Unless you've got a very good reason, unless you are playing a particular deck that specifically benefits from having more than 60 cards, don't play more than 60 cards. Cut down to exactly 60 cards. The vast majority of Lorcana players are going to be playing with 60 card decks, because that is the correct way to play. If you play with more than 60 cards, you will find very, very quickly that your deck just gets really inconsistent. Don't do it, ladies and gentlemen. Don't play with more than 60 cards. Unless you've got a very good reason, do not play with more than 60 cards. But hey, look, there are deck boxes as well featuring the same artwork. It is very literally the same artwork. So you can have the Elsa sleeves matching the Elsa deck box, the Mickey sleeves matching the Mickey deck box, or the Captain Hook sleeves matching the Captain Hook deck box. Or you can mix and match. I'm not your dad, ladies and gentlemen. Unless you're Daisy Archie or Ruben, in which case it's weird you're watching this video. Unless you're watching it in the future, kind of going back and looking at Dad's old Lorcana videos, in which case, you know what? I'm proud of you. You grew up to be good kids. But the point is, do what you like. I'm just showing you the options. Although, is anyone else slightly weirded out that he matched the card sleeves and deck boxes, but not Playmats? If anybody's wondering, the only one of these I'm really thinking I have to pick up is the Maui Playmat, just because my children will be proud of me. But wait, there's more. We've also got card portfolios featuring Stitch and the evil queen from Snow White. Yeah, I know. I kind of love that they're just mixing and matching the characters so much here. It is kind of awesome. Now, what is weird, each card portfolio holds 64 standard cards and 8 oversized cards. Do remember, we know at least the gift box is bringing in oversized cards, and quite frankly, right, if they've already shown us that, there are going to be more oversized cards that come over time. What I will say is, why 64 cards? Like, we can see on Gantu that there are 204 cards in the main set. But as far as we're aware, there's only 2 jumbo promos in the first chapter. So why have we got 64 standard cards and 8 oversize in a game that apparently at the moment has 204 standard and 2 oversize? I will be honest with you, that is a little bit weird to me. The ratio seems off, but we don't have perfect information. The game is not out for like 4.5 months yet. So just hold your horses a little bit. But I'm going to be honest with you, these portfolios are clearly beautiful, but the ratios don't half seem off, ladies and gentlemen. The ratios don't half seem off. Now, what is also very cool, in the little booklet doing the rounds this week, we do also have a little bit of a nicer explanation as to exactly what the inks do. So over in Amber, and it is kind of fun to me that they are very heavily basing parts of this game off Keyforge, and one of the inks is called Amber. That is not lost on me. They've shown us a couple of cards, including Just in Time, which is clearly where the Maui playmat comes from. So it says, Amber, purposeful amber glimmers protect their friends at all cost. And Lifu can be played, or LeFou, or however it's pronounced, can be played slightly cheaper. Just in Time lets you play cards cheaper. That seems to be an Amber thing. Amethyst, magical amethyst glimmers use their powers to keep their options open. So, why have they gone for hard to pronounce characters here? Whatever that character's called, whenever this character quests, look at the top card of your deck, put it either the top or bottom of your deck. And we've previously seen Magic Mirror that lets you draw a card. Emerald, flexible Emerald Glimmers can adapt to overcome nearly any situation. They've shown us a vanilla Steamboat Pilot Mickey, but we have got Cheshire Cat there. That's the one that if you banish it, it banishes you too. Ruby, Daring Ruby Glimmers, use speed and bravery to defy the odds. Remember, Ruby is where we keep seeing evasive characters. Sapphire, brilliant Sapphire Glimmers find the best tool for the job. Like Belle, who's got Tinkerer. Whenever this character quests, you pay 1 ink less for the next item you play this turn, which sounds pretty gosh darn cool. And Steel, powerful Steel Glimmers rely on brute force to forge ahead. So Hercules has got the new keyword skill Bodyguard. This character may enter play exerted. An opposing character who challenges one of your characters must choose one with Bodyguard if able. So yeah, they're kind of the different inks. Very, very quick rundown, let's be clear. We will see way more of this as we go through in the future. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it's over to you guys. I want to know what you think about these. I want to know which of these you're picking up. I want to know anything you want to tell me in the comment section. So go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about Lorcana and a bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourself till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.